What's happening, people? And once again, welcome back to youtube.com/CubCamTV for this, another edition of the Cubcast, on our daily news section we are running here on the channel, exploring different international music conversations, exploring Afrobeats, dancehall, amapiano, reggae, and every other genre in between, or anything you ever see actually focused on here on the channel. My name is Kovu, and I'm your host as we continue to do this. First of all, a massive thank you to each and every one of you who has been joining the channel recently. Over the weekend, we went up over 53,000 subscribers. Again, I find it mind-blowing to actually be saying that. I think it's absolutely nuts how many subscribers we've been accumulating here on the channel. And more than anything else, how much you guys seem to be enjoying the content at the moment. So I just want to say thank you. It means the absolute world seeing so many of you click on the videos and comment and engage and like and all that good stuff. Please do make sure you are still doing it, because obviously we want to keep going up. The aim is now obviously to hit 60k as soon as we can. Big up each and every one of you as we jump into today's topic. Now, as the year draws towards a close, we are going to be kind of looking through different top 9 videos, which is the format we're going to do. Some people do top 5, some people do top 50, some people do top 20s, top 10s. We're going to do top 9s. I don't know why, I just like how it sounds. So we're going to basically break down what I believe to be the top 9 breakout acts of 2022 within Afrobeats around the world, which I'm really, really excited to do. It's been an incredible year for new artists emerging, new records being broken for new artists, and more than anything else, just Afrobeats as a sound taking over the globe, and the kind of energy that comes from new artistry and new names being kind of pushed onto the scene helps push everything forward, because everyone above then needs to level up and level up and level up, which is what we love to see. So that's what we're going to be breaking down today. Getting into our first act that we are going to be breaking up then, we are talking about the one and only Cena Soul, the most recent addition into this list. That's why she's down in number 9, but an artist who caught my eye over the last couple of weeks, and I've got to say I am loving what she is doing. Again, very kind of interactive with her fans as well. She's posted up the reaction we put up for her video, which obviously means I'm going to be quite pleased to talk about it, but I think she definitely has something special to offer. She's had a track with Camido, which has done really, really well, almost hit that viral factor already, which we love to see, and I just think in general she's got the kind of stardom feel about her. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what she does in 2023 and the rest of 2022, but I think she's got a very, very big year on the way, and I cannot wait to see. So there we go. We're going to move through these moderately quickly because we have got 9 to get through, and the further down the list we get, the more we are going to be kind of seeing I feel more extensive catalogues to talk about, and there's going to be more stuff to break down, hence why they're higher on the list. But there we go. Moving forward then, we're going to get into number 2, which is Lasmid, an artist who has, for me, again, blown up off the back of a banger, which is, of course, Friday Night. And this is a tune that kind of caught the world by surprise, to be honest with you. It's in the top 10 reacted videos on my channel in regards to viewership. This is a video that you guys were so keen on me checking out, and I cannot thank you all enough for making me go and watch it, because it is a banger. And as I said, it's in the top 10 most viewed videos on this channel, which is entirely down to you guys, so big up each and every one of you. I think Lasmid definitely has a big future ahead of him. I think so much of it now is going to be about consistency and how much music he can put out next year, because he hasn't released that much this year. He's put Friday Night out, and although it's a banger, as fans we want to hear more, so that's why I think we are going to see more and more from him next year, and definitely an artist that we need to be keeping an eye on anyway, because he's fantastic at what he does. Friday Night is such a banger. He has had a couple of other bits out, but nothing that's kind of hit that height yet. I'm looking forward to when he releases something else that does hit that height. So there we go. Moving forward then, we're going to get into Bayanni, an artist again who has come through the Maven system. The Maven Academy is almost like, it's like the Chelsea Academy at the moment. If you come through that academy, the odds are you're going to be very good at what you do. They've been such a good source of good energy for new artistry this year, Maven, and you can tell that by both, first of all, the kind of leading artists on there, but also the new artists that have emerged, and obviously Bayanni isn't the only one to emerge this year. When it comes to kind of putting together a quality debut EP, you can't do it much better than this, and it was really cool to see how many people were reacting to it, how many people were enjoying it, and also that debut music video was just full of charisma, full of charm, and I think that's what you kind of need in today's market, and Bayanni clearly has it by the bucket load, which is great to see. So yeah, there we go. He's number 3 on the list. Well, number 3, number 6, depending on which way around we do it. But there we go. We're going to get into the next artist then, another qualifier from the Maven Academy, and that is Boy Spice, who pretty much went viral overnight in Nigeria with the launch of his brand new debut EP, and it's great to see how much he's kind of taken from that. Obviously, the EP came out earlier in the year. People absolutely loved it. people were kind of playing it regularly. It did go #1 in Nigeria overnight, which is crazy. For any EP anywhere in the world to go #1 overnight is an incredible feat. So you've got to say big up to Boy Spice. I know he's been somewhat of a project that Maven had been working on for a hot minute. But again, the quality levels coming out of that academy are absolutely insane. He was then featured on the Overdose single, which for me was kind of like a mark of respect for how good he can be. Or you have all these other artists involved in the tune. You've got Ladipo, you've got Don Jazzy himself, you've got Aerostar, Magix, Crayon, all of these big already established artists, and they go, you know what, Boy Spice, this final verse, it's all yours. And then he takes it and absolutely runs with it, and it works, which is great to see. And I think he is a great example of taking the opportunity and running with it. So there we go, that's why he's in today's list. Moving into 5th place then, we do see Major AJ, another newcomer that has come out of a label system, and that is the Chocolate City Academy. And it's been great seeing these two labels battle it out, i.e. Chocolate City and Maven. Both of them have been producing fantastic new talent. And obviously the new Black Bones album did come out on Chocolate City as well, which is one of the biggest albums of the year so far. Taboo by Major AJ is one of my favourite releases of the year. Absolutely love that single. I think it's a great example of what you can do when you kind of take all of the elements of what's going on in Afrobeats right now, modify them all, and kind of fuse them into this fabulous melodic ball of good energy. And that's exactly what Taboo is. Absolutely love that tune. Alongside the rest of the Retroverse EP as well. Do make sure you are checking it out. Check out every piece of music from every artist we put in this list, by the way, because everyone is very, very valid of their position. And I have gone through and been making this list for a few days. One of the main reasons I didn't upload yesterday was because I was literally making this list and making sure that it was going to be in the right order. It took me a while to get the order correct, but Major AJ in 5th for me, just for how good Taboo is. When you're looking at the sort of artists that have all come out of the academies, shall we say, for me, Major AJ is the one that seemed to have the most complete package from the jump, so that's why he is so high on this listing. But there we go. Moving into 4th place then, we do see an artist that I did tout to be in this list earlier on in the year, and she hasn't disappointed. It is, of course, Fave. For me, one of my favourite vocalists to emerge this year. Obviously, she had Baby Rhythm drop towards the end of 2021, which was a big tune, and it was a tune that did kind of set her onto the journey she's now on. She went on to release the full Rhythm 5 EP, which is a great project, but also one of the reasons she is so high in this list for me is because of that collaboration on Simi's album Loyal. Now, for me, this is one of the undersung tunes of the year. I absolutely love how Loyal sounds. I love how their voices intertwine on it, and more than anything else, I just think it's a great example of what you can do with good A&Ring and good vocal structuring. Seeing the way that both of them intertwine, i.e. Simi and Fave, it was great to see, and for me, there is no doubt that Fave has to be high on this list. Despite the fact she hasn't released much music outside of obviously her EP and a couple of collaborations, she still, for me, has been one of the outstanding performers when you look at the actual track she has released. Obsessed, again, an absolute banger. Mr. Man, again, an absolute banger. Her quality level has been so high this year. That's why she is nice and high on this list. So moving forward, we get into number 3, and this is a very exciting one. Another graduate of the Chocolate City Academy, and that is young Jonn, who has been absolutely killing it. For me, he's been the Chocolate City golden shooter in regards to putting actual projects out and also putting out singles that bang. Obviously, a ton of high quality releases in a short space of time. His new EP has done incredibly well in a short space of time as well. Obviously, a big collaboration with Davido earlier on in the year with the Dada refix, which was great. But then you look at Extra Cool, which is one of the tunes of the moment that is rapidly rising through that Afrobeats Billboard chart and causing damage near enough everywhere we hear it. It's great to see. I love seeing new artists kind of hit the ground with this level of kind of intensity and tenacity. And young Jonn is definitely one of the artists that has been doing that. The fact that Extra Cool is doing so well is probably what pushes him up a little bit higher, because that is an undoubtedly viral tune. And that's what we love to see. We love to see when tracks definitely do have that validity. So there we go. Now, moving into the top 2. If the other one didn't exist, then these would both be like a clear winner, put it that way. Like, these are the two that for me have stood out the most out of everyone this year in regards to newcomers that have taken the reins and ran with it. And it took me a little while to decide which one to put in front, but it did kind of become kind of clear once I did a bit of the maths and did a bit of the looking around. Then the first name who we're going to see who is in second place is Victony. Now, there is no doubt in my mind that Victony has an incredible future ahead of him. He has been the collaboration king, featuring on Burner's album. He featured on Bodge's album. He's on Show Dem Camp's album. Obviously, he went viral with Soweto alongside Tempo recently. Apollo, one of the biggest singles of the year. The video for that is excellent as well. We also saw the Holy Father video drop this year as well, which was obviously last year's big kind of breakout track for him. A huge Colours session as well. And then, of course, the Outlaw EP is absolutely excellent. For me, Victony hasn't put a foot wrong. And it's only because of the genius of the guy that's in first place on this list that he isn't in first place. Like, normally he would be a clear out-and-out winner with everything that he's done. But he's in second place. and that is purely because of the actions of one man, and that is, you've probably guessed it by the video title and of course the thumbnail as well, Asake is in at number 1 on this list. 1 billion career streams in your first year of musical activity is absolutely outstanding. He opened up the year with an incredible EP, which obviously featured a wicked link up with Lasmid, and from that moment onwards, we kind of knew that he was onto something special. Obviously, Sungba was on that project as well. We then went on to see the Sungba remix land with Burna Boy on it. Incredible link up, that one. And we then went on to see, obviously, an incredibly fun run of videos leading up to the launch of Mr. Money with the Vibe, which is undoubtedly one of the strongest album releases of the year. There isn't a down moment in it. That, for me, is the example of taking what you want to do and making it globally accessible. Obviously, mixing Fuji with Amapiano elements, kind of constantly speaking in Yoruba rather than kind of switching languages to appeal to a worldwide market, but in doing that, making yourself appealing to a worldwide market. It's great to see that he has stuck to his guns and he has absolutely slayed it by being himself, and that's something that I love. Everything down to kind of like the fashion sense, to the way the videos are shot, to that kind of very clear, good relationship he's got with TG Amori, making all of his videos these mad kind of epic visual spectacles. It's fantastic to see. And obviously as well, he was on Fireboy DML's album as well. Just to throw that in, just a little sprinkle of, oh, he's on Fireboy DML's album as well. Madness. But there we go. That is the listing that we have put together today. I am very keen to hear your thoughts on this, my friends, so do let me know in the comments section down below if you would have moved people around in a different order. If there's any artists that I've missed, do let me know. And as always, if you are new to the channel, do make sure you are getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right hand side of the page, turning notifications on as well, leaving a like, leaving a comment, and all of that good stuff. And we shall see you all next time. Peace.
Sounding so good right now, but they're sounding a bright and cold.
Yes, it's Kovu, stay locked. Hooktown TV.
Boys, Slim all fit right here, and you're locked on to the best breakfast with man like Kovu.
Yo, this is Aaron Glitch, and you're tuning to the sounds of Kovu right now. You already know the thing. Bad boy selector. Alright, let's go.